It's the 10 count once again. We are back. We have new graphics behind me.
Yeah.
We finally got our 10 count graphics behind me. So thanks, Stephanie, for that. Hi, I'm Jeff Snyder, the host of the 10 count. There's my super. And there is John Eldridge.
There I am.
And there's his super.
Yeah.
And you already saw what we were talking about because it's that NXT versus TNA Showdown happened this past week live on the CW, channel 43.2 if you're using an antenna. So we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to kind of talk about the state of like WWE in general, because there's been a lot of like negativity lately, even on this show. So hi, John.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to have you here. So let's talk NXT versus TNA Showdown. I just watched the highlights. I didn't have time to watch the show live this week, mainly because I don't get home until like 8:30.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah.
So, but this was originally billed as Invasion, but as we talked about last week, it was found to be politically incorrect to do that. So it was changed to NXT versus TNA Showdown instead. This, of course, took place at the Performance Center in Orlando. And of course, both promotions are based. They run their shows in Orlando anyway.
Yep.
So it's just kind of like a natural fit.
Yeah.
For that. Of course, 4 matches on this card, all featuring a TNA and an NXT team. So the first match, we are back in 1999.
Yeah, we are.
As the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, against Dark State. Winner take all, title for title. The Hardy Boys come into this match, the TNA World Tag Team Champions for probably the 50th time. And they're taking on Dark State, who are the NXT Tag Team Champions. Everyone was banned from ringside, but who was in the crowd but the Dudley Boys?
The Dudleys.
The Dudley Boys were there. And
now, I was thinking about this last night. When was the last time Devon wrestled?
It's been years. Okay. It's been a few years. And I figured he was retired.
I think we all thought that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has been retired.
Yeah.
I think he runs a school. But yeah, they were there, and Adam Edge and Jay Christian were not there. That would have made it better.
That would have.
But they can't be.
Right.
As they are AEW wrestlers. But yeah, good match between the Hardys and Dark State. The Hardys can still go, even though
it was solid. I mean, it was what you expect from an older Hardys match. But yeah, I mean, it was solid.
Well, I think the Hardys understand their limits now.
Yeah.
Matt's hit 50.
Yeah.
Jeff is getting there. But they can still move. They can still go. They can't. It's not going to be like they were 20 years ago, guys.
It's not the same. But
I mean, Jeff Hardy's not going to do a spot 20 foot in the air off a cage, off a ladder. He even knows he can't do that anymore.
Right.
So match happens. Good match. It's Lennox and Griffin for this.
Yes.
For Dark State. Get to the end of the match. They do the classic. Matt hits the twist of fate. Tags Jeff. Jeff takes a couple seconds to get to the top rope these days. But hit the Swanton Bomb.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. The Hardy Boys have won the NXT Tag Team Championships. And I guess that kind of completes every tag team championship they could ever possibly win.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, but a caveat to this. On Saturday, TNA is having Bound for Glory, one of their main pay-per-views.
Yep.
It's going to be the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys. It is being billed one last table.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I am too, because Devon has not wrestled in a very long time.
Yeah, just seeing either of those guys go is going to be just interesting at the very least.
I don't think,
and hopefully good, but I mean, I guess we'll see.
I don't think Bubba's wrestled in a long time.
Yeah,
either.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, because I mean, I'm trying to think when the last time he might have wrestled was, because he was in a Rumble a few years ago, wasn't he?
He was, but he's
But that's not really the same.
He's like kind of like TNA for life.
Right.
He's a lifer in TNA. He was one of their big acts.
Yeah, Bully Ray. Yeah,
Bully Ray. Yeah, I call him Bubba Ray, but it's Bully Ray and their Team 3D.
Yeah.
In TNA, they are actually the only team that's in both Halls of Fame. Yeah, the WWE and TNA Hall of Fames, which are both big Hall of Fames, but
right.
Halls of Fame, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, good match. Had
I mean, I think we knew who was going to win.
I think we did too.
But I mean, It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You know, more nostalgia farming, but that's what WWE is nowadays.
I have a feeling, just based on the way that, you know, this is kind of gone, that Darkstay will probably interfere with that match. So he'll probably continue the feud.
Yeah,
that's
probably.
my guess.
And then they probably have a whole blow off with all Dark State and the Hardys and Dudleys will be together.
That'd be good, actually.
And then it'd be really funny if Edge and Christian showed up somehow, some way. But I don't think that's happening.
Well, we can dream.
We can dream. We can fantasy book. We can,
We do that all the time.
Yeah. We do it on this show. It's funny because, like, I was gonna mention, like, Bully Ray, Bubba Ray. He's kind of like he has a show on Sirius XM. I'm pretty sure it's with Tommy Dreamer, if I'm not mistaken. But they go on, talk about their fun stuff, talk about wrestling like us. They're a little bit better at it than we are. So the next match was the women's Survivor Series style elimination match. Team NXT, which featured JC Jane, Jada Parker, Sol Ruka, Lola Vice. They took on Team TNA, which was Kalani Jordan, who is an NXT wrestler, but she's the TNA Knockouts champion. Jessie McKay, Cassie Lee, the Inspiration, better known as the Iconics from WWE. And Mara Sade, who used to be Jakara Jackson in WWE. She was an NXT Performance Center person before going to TNA. So, lot going on in this match.
Yeah. As there usually are with these style matches. But, man, I miss this style Survivor Series match.
A lot of storytelling in this match. They're trying to advance a lot of storylines here. From what I saw, a lot of jealousy. A lot of jealousy about who's going to get the falls and whatnot, and just who's going to hit their moves and all that. And by the way, Jordan Grace was a special guest referee for this, as she is a star for both promotions. So what I saw was Jada was not in the highlights at all. I don't know what happened with her.
Well, she hit her corner move on both members of the Inspiration, which is cool. I don't know what her move is actually called in the corner, the one where she does her like drop onto them while they're on the middle rope. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Her LeBron move.
Her LeBron move.
I don't know what I don't know what that's actually called, but yeah, she hit that. She looked pretty good in this match. Everyone did, honestly. It was solid all the way around. Like I said, I love this style of war games. I'm not really a huge. I liked the way they do it on the main roster in like current Survivor Series the first like 1 or 2 times, but now I'm just kind of like, we really got to do this every year.
We don't have to do war games every year.
Yeah, that's
war games, as William Regal says.
Yeah, the elimination style I think is just a lot better.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I agree, especially if you book it right, if you advance your storytelling and not just like, oh, we're just gonna throw randos together and not do anything and just have the match.
Because I get why they stopped doing it with the whole Raw versus SmackDown, because that was kind of lame.
It was dumb.
Yeah,
it didn't make any sense. So what I saw here, there was a spot where Kalani Jordan hit her finisher on Lola, I think. And she had her pinned, but the Iconics came out, the Inspiration, came out. We're supposed to be to the back by now. They had been eliminated. And Kalani's got, I think it's Lola. It's either Lola or JC. I can't remember who it was. She has them pinned. And Jordan Grace is distracted. And of course, by the time Jordan Grace sees what's happening, she counts to 2, gets to 2, goes like this at Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan was so mad. She's like, that was 7. So the match continues. Kalani becomes the last person standing for Team TNA.
Pretty quickly. I think it was a 3v1 at that point.
It was. Yeah. She was able to eliminate Lola.
Well, Jada was eliminated already. So
yeah. But she was able to eliminate Lola because JC and Sol got into a little bit of a spat. But at the end of the match, Sol hit the Soul Snatcher on Kalani, and then JC tagged herself in to get the fall.
Sol was so awesome in this match, like always. I mean, she had an awesome like flip over the top rope. She hit the Soul Snatcher to get rid of Sade right after Sade eliminated Parker, which is really cool. Yeah, I mean, I think this was a really solid match. I really like everyone on the NXT side, and the TNA ones were great too.
Yeah, and I think this really advances the storylines at NXT. You know, Kalani Jordan going between both brands. Probably thinking Jordan Grace is biased against her because of that. And then you have JC and Soul setting up for something because Soul needs another
JC
opponent.
And everyone really, because I mean, JC just fought Lola, and I mean, you know, it's everyone against JC.
It's good storytelling. That's what happens when you only have 2 hours of TV a week. You can do stuff like this.
Someone should tell Triple H that.
Yeah, Triple Paul. I think at this point, was this the point where there's a backstage promo?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sarah Schreiber is backstage, and she's interviewing El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. Wow. Why is he here? Turns out, well, actually, I think this happened after this next match, but it turns out he hates Ethan Page.
Yes.
Because after their match at Worlds Collide, and he's speaking Spanglish. He's doing half the promo in Spanish, half the promo in English, saying I'm coming for a North American title, that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, who shows up but Brian Pillman Jr., who I just never want to see ever. And he's like, oh, I know it's you, Tavion Heights. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes to reach for the mask. Obviously, that's something you don't do that. And El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. is like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Tavion Heights. I don't even look like Tavion Heights. Like, what doesn't even make any sense? So I guess they're setting up for something.
I think they're fighting next week.
Yeah.
And then Tavion shows up behind Lexus. It was like, hey, did I hear you say my name? It was a funny segment.
It was really funny. Yeah. Well, speaking about the North American Championship, Ethan Page and Mustafa Ali. Great match.
Man, I love this match.
Yeah, Ethan Page, two great wrestlers. Yeah. Mustafa Ali is so good.
I hope this feud continues, man, because these two work really well together.
I hope Mustafa Ali gets another big shot in WWE because, you know, he was supposed to be Kofi. He was supposed to be Kofi for Kofi Mania, and he ended up getting hurt.
Yeah.
And it just blew that chance, and it really sucks because he's awesome.
I like how they were saying, like, his kind of, not like his gimmick, but like he's really unlucky, and that really... They were hyping that up during the match, and then that led into the finish where he got his foot caught in Booker's microphone cable.
Yeah, he rips Booker
caught in Booker's microphone cable, and then, you know, that led to him losing the match.
Yeah, the headset, the cable to Booker's headset.
Yeah, they did a dive over the table. Yeah. Then they took like 30-ish seconds to get up while they were probably tying the cable from Booker's headset around his foot.
Right. Yeah, so he goes on the top rope. And he goes to finish off Ethan Page. Ethan Page is in the ring.
The 405.
Yeah,
450.
He has a 450.
Yeah.
I think he has another name for it. So he goes to the top rope. The microphone cable, the headset cable, it's like this, caught on his foot. It's like the longest cable I've ever seen.
It's crazy long.
Like, I don't even understand how this works. Anyway, he's like, oh man, it's caught. And then Ethan Page just shoves him off the top rope to the floor. Style. I mean, what a crazy bump that was.
He took some crazy bumps in
this
match.
What a nutty bump
I don't know if they showed it in the highlights, but there was also one where he got whipped crazy into the middle turnbuckle, and his head like whiplash crazy.
Really?
Yeah. You need to find it if that wasn't.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, no, he's like Ziggler, but even more athletic with just the way he takes his bumps and just the way he is in the ring. That's just what he reminds me of.
Yeah, that was crazy. Ethan Page wins the match. After that spot, he hit his finisher on him.
I love Ethan Page,
but Ethan Page is awesome.
I love both these guys. Yeah. So I mean, it could really only go well, and it did. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that one went.
Yep. All right. The main event was the men's Survivor Series style elimination match. I have to speak so slow when I talk about that. It was Team TNA of Mike Santana, Frankie Kazarian, Moose, and Leon Slater against Team NXT, Ricky Saints, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Miles Bourne. And say his name, and he appeared in the ring. Joe Hendry was the special guest referee. So what I saw here, Ricky Saints going to make a tag to Trick, who is the TNA champion, by the way.
But he wasn't on Team TNA because Santino Marella did not trust him.
Santino Marella.
Yes.
I do not trust you,
Yes.
Tricky Williams.
Yes.
I don't know what he even calls him. He probably calls him something really ridiculous.
Probably, yeah.
But
Tricky Will I Am.
Tricky Will I Am. Something like that. Something Santino, only Santino would ever say. So Ricky's going to doing the thing, crawls for the tag. He goes to slap his hand. I don't know if this was a mistake or not, because he goes to slap his hand. He kind of misses Trick's hand at first, but he tries again, and that's when Trick jumped off the apron and did the thing where he stared at him. He's like, nah, man, I'm on Team TNA now. I'm doing that thing. I ain't helping you. The whole like, oh, he's turning heel right in the middle of the match kind of thing.
I mean, he was already heel, but yeah.
Yeah, like, being more heel.
I think it was just that since Mike Sanders, he's facing a Bound for Glory for the title, I think it's, he didn't want to fight him, and he also just kind of wanted to stick it to Ricky.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what I think is going to happen is I think Trick is probably going to lose to Santana, and then he'll probably go after Saints.
Yes.
For the NXT title. That would be my guess, based on how they booked this.
Yeah, so the match ends with Team TNA. They had the numbers, and they ended up winning the match, which was kind of surprising.
Yeah, Ricky got it was 4v1, if I'm remembering correctly. Like, because they didn't get anyone, because Miles Bourne got eliminated like super early, and Leon Slater rolled up Javon after Javon went crazy for a little bit. But and then Trick left, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ricky got Leon, who's awesome. I love Leon Slater, and Frankie with a roll up as well, I think. But yeah, no, it was a solid match. I mean, very good story building, like you said, throughout. Like, just like with the women's. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Well, great event. I mean, it was 2-2, so it sets up more stuff. 2-2 in the NXT 1-2, TNA 1-2. So
nice.
Sets up for this again. And I mean, I really liking the NXT TNA partnership right now. I mean, at the start, it was like all TNA guys are losing, but now it's actually, now feels like there's a chance for anything to happen.
And I'm sure Carlos Silva was there somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Looking as disappointed as he always does.
Doing this. Always does this. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk about Crown Jewel real quick. Let's preview it.
Yeah,
even though
run down the card.
Even though we're just running down the card, even though we're gonna talk about it next time on the show, but it's happening like tomorrow, but this air Monday.
Yes.
TV secrets, everybody. Sorry. So we have the Crown Jewel Championship.
Yeah, the MJF ring.
Yes, the rings. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, the undisputed champion going against the other world champion, which kind of makes him not the undisputed champion. I will always harp on that. I hate that so much.
Makes sense.
But now if they win, whoever wins the Crown Jewel Championship, you know what? I think they're the undisputed champion.
Yeah. Works for me.
I think that's what they have to do. But they're not going to, because it's Triple Paul.
Yeah.
But that should be a fun match.
Probably be interference, but whatever.
And then it's Stephanie Vaquer against Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Both world champions on there.
Should be fun.
Yep. We got John Cena.
Yes.
And AJ Styles will have his final chance to beat up John Cena. And in that match, of course, Cena's final appearance in Australia, allegedly.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley, she has to have a match, right?
Yes.
She's going to be tagging with Io. And
against the Kabuki Warriors.
Against the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Kairi.
Because Kairi and Asuka are now big bullies to Io.
Yeah.
Because they are jealous that someone is actually better than them at wrestling. Which is crazy, because Asuka for a long time was the best wrestler in WWE.
Yeah, sure.
And then I don't know what an Australian street fight's going to look like.
I don't either. I don't know if they're going to beat him up with a kangaroo or what.
Yeah, but it's going to be Big Bronson Reed against Roman Reigns.
Yeah, they're running it back.
Yep.
I mean, it was fine the first time at Clash in Paris, so I mean,
yeah,
I'm glad the feud's continuing. I didn't even know Roman came back, though, if I'm being honest with you.
I didn't either. Apparently, he's like super jet lagged, because I guess that's where they're shooting Street Fighter, and then he had to come back to Australia. But yeah, that's the card there. A 5-match card again.
Yep.
For a PLE, which will be on ESPN. So let's talk about this real quick. My YouTube algorithm has been just smacking WWE lately. I mean, so many people.
I mean, it's the same thing whenever AEW is going through a down period too. But
But this feels a little different.
It does feel different.
It feels a little different. I mean, people are fed up.
In terms of AEW, that was just bad booking. In terms of this is a whole.
This is just a culmination of
a lot of
many mistakes and just many bad business decisions. The ticket pricing, the TV shows just not mattering.
Yeah.
The PLEs only having 5 matches and still somehow going 3 hours
and costing $30
and costing $30 to subscribe to the ESPN app if you are not already a subscriber to ESPN on your cable, which a lot of people aren't because a lot of people have cut the cord. This isn't good.
No.
For WWE. I mean,
not good for wrestling, period.
A lot of the algorithms give me like smaller YouTubers, you get like a couple thousand views. Yeah. But like even a couple months back, Brian Zane, who does Wrestling with Regret, also a former TV station employee back in the day in Reno, Nevada, which I found out. Shout out Brian Zane, you're one of us. But even he's like, I can't watch this anymore. All of my content's just going to be old school stuff for a while because I can't do this. It's not good. It's not good. I'm not going to waste my time with it.
I feel that.
Yeah. Of course, this show, we don't have a choice. We're going to be watching it.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not to say that I don't think that like these pay-per-views are going to be, or PLEs are going to be good or anything, because they're decent.
They're decent, but they're not.
It's like, it's just everything around it just really sours it.
Yeah. You know? Plus I think it's just oversaturation too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of just,
I mean, we're getting like an events every like 21, 28-ish days now.
Yeah. It used to,
and they don't feel like they have a lot of weight behind them.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, it was a pay-per-view once a month, right? You would have your small pay-per-views like No Way Out, you have Backlash, you'd have King of the Ring was kind of a big one, but it wasn't huge. But then you have your main shows. You have your big 4. Right. You have your Royal Rumbles, your WrestleMania, SummerSlam or Summerfest, as one person called it, and Survivor Series. And, you know, those are the big shows you look forward to. And that's where the booking kind of like went towards.
Right. But even then, the week-to-week stuff was like enjoyable.
Yeah, exactly. You still have fun.
I mean, even if it was bad, it was fun. It was fun bad.
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone felt like a star back then.
Right.
I think WWE's problem, I think Triple H's problem, is that he tries to make everyone a star.
Yeah. But
the problem is when everyone's a star, nobody is.
Right.
Right? So that's just they're in a tough spot. I don't see how they're going to have to climb out of it, but they're going to have to do it in a very public way. They're going to have to make it known that we're making these changes because we're listening to you, the fans. I don't think
it's going to happen anytime soon.
I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, especially with how TKO and Endeavor operate.
Yeah.
I think they're going to try to squeeze as much cash out of this as they can. But then when people stop going to the shows and people stop buying it, like I saw the ratings for like Netflix are just, it's a complete failure. It looks like a complete failure domestically, at least, and even globally. Like, I
mean, if you just look at the arenas now,
yeah,
compared to a year ago, hard cam side's like completely empty.
Exactly. It reminds me of AEW a few years ago, and people will be making fun of AEW for that. It's just like, well, WWE does it now too. I mean, they're just in a down period. It's their own fault.
Yeah. Product's not great and the prices are too high.
Exactly.
Simple as that, really.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, we'll probably talk about this more in the future here, but guess what?
Are we out of time?
We're out of time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tragic.
I know. You only get a half hour.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll get an hour.
Maybe one day.
Maybe not.
Probably not. We'll see.
Anyway, we will talk about Crown Jewel next week. I think George is going to come in.
Yeah.
I think George will be here. If not, we will eventually get a history lesson from Mr. Pantas.
Yes.
As we must call him now. So, John Eldridge over there, Jeff Snyder right here. That's been the 10 count. We will see you next time.
Bye.